Give me the heads up. Give me a thumbs up on audio. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Okay. We have 5 minutes to spare. Awesome. Good news, good news. You never know. We got into a new software, and you can never tell, really. Hi, D. Hi, Leo. Look at this. We're looking at something that is not TradingView. What the fudge? Any of you see any good particular harmonic charts today that popped up on Thinkorswim? It doesn't matter the time frame, high time frame, low time frame. Hi, Barry. When do I sleep? When I'm dead. I'll take a big dirt nap. That's when I'll sleep, a dirt nap. I'm going to test something since I have you here. I'm going to do something here. Let's see, switch over. I'm going to transition. Oh, look at that. Sweet. Oh, man, this is so much better than before. So much better. Good move. Look at the whole gang is here. I anticipate millions and millions of people. Millions and millions. Millions of people. You don't have harmonic plotting software? You know where you can get one? Come join me in Buffalo. I'll hook you up. Money well spent, by the way. Money well spent. It's a good tool. I highly encourage you to at least investigate it. Hit the like button. Yeah, Steve, do it for my own moral, so I can feel good about things. Is this public? I think it is. So anybody can join. We have 42 watching. That's pretty good. So far, I recognize a lot of the names. Which one of you here is not a member? Who is not in the inner circle? Who is not in the live? Who cannot see me every day or see my screens? I want to know who you are. Like, I recognize a bunch of you, but I'm not seeing the whole list in front of me. It looks like we have 45 people. If you are not part of the live room every day, identify yourself. I want to give you the proper welcome. Put a 1 in there. Say, hi, my name is Eminem. Slim Shady. By the way, did you see I got you your popcorn? In case you missed it. You said a popcorn would be nice. I said, sure. Popcorn it is. Ricky from Dubai. Ahlan, ahlan. Ricky, that doesn't sound very Arabic. Kifak. So, Josh Boyer, we miss you. Come back. Okay, so here's a question for you. First of all, a request. 2 requests. 1, if you see something you like today, hit the smash button. Don't break your mouse. But the more important one, 2, subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is our own little channel, independent of anyone else. It's called Simple Stocks on YouTube. Subscribe. We have more than 7,000, But here's the kicker. You need to put the notification notice on. That's what they say. That's what they say. I'm using lingo. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you see something you like. If you don't, hey, I don't want to force you into anything. Raj from Canada. French speaking Canadian? Oh, it's 1:30. We have 56 people. Awesome. So we can get started. I'll start the intro. Hi, my name is Nick. We have a live room for those people who are not from the live room. And we do this all day. Whatever you're seeing here goes on all day. All day. And part of the commitment is so that we can elevate our trading collectively and beat whoever is not here. Okay? So that's the goal. We can't beat the market makers consistently, but we can definitely beat everyone else consistently. So if you're trading alone and you're not in the live room, you came to the right place because we get together, so we're not trading alone. We have much better entries and exits. 240 eyeballs, sets of eyeballs looking around for danger and opportunity. And it's a ton of fun. Jokes whenever we have the time and some serious business, and that's what we're here to talk about. So part of the tools, we have a set of tools that we work with, and we're growing it. But one of the staple tools is the study of harmonics. So it's been around for a bit, and it's kind of considered voodoo, especially from the purist. Like if you meet an older person or an older trader that has been trading for 30 years, they shy away from listening to harmonics because it sounds like wizardry. But it isn't. It has become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So enough people and enough code, enough algo, enough computers, computer programs are looking at the same stuff that they kind of become like something to happen. Whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. So today, hopefully, I'll find a couple of examples to just give you an introduction as to what they are and how they can be used. So they are, the study of harmonics is basically identifying, you're looking at Thinkorswim, by the way, a bunch of charts, and I scrunched it into a small window so it looks funny. But I'm going to focus on one chart at a time. And the idea is to spot repeating patterns and try to forecast what happens afterwards, which is the goal, right? I wish I knew where the stock is going. Well, with the help of some software and some skills on how to use the software, you may be able to do that. So I'm going to take one example that Deb used today. Maybe she's in here. There she is. Let's see here. Maximize my cell. There we go. So now we're looking at one stock, Tesla for today. We call it Stressla, okay? And the stock moves a lot. So all the help you can get, the more help, the better. All right. Thank you, Jafar. So here's a 5-minute chart. Every candle here is 5 minutes. And what you see, these little triangles are what the software provides us, which is automatically drawing patterns that are repeatable. And the goal is to, once a pattern develops, then set the trade on. So focus on the red part, because the blue part didn't show up until later in the day. So Deborah was listening to me in the live room, and we worked on a Iron Condor in the morning, and I think that won. I think it was a credit call spread that we worked on, and that won. And so there's money right there. And then I said something about Tesla, and I said it's a bearish pattern, it might drop. So she listened and she took a trade, but then that brought my attention back to it because I wasn't actively trading. So the setup was with the red triangles. Once the price action got to here, the red triangles drew themselves and they became visible. And then they gave us targets. And the targets are green lines. This green line, this very thin horizontal green line, and then one below it, dotted, and then one way below here. So here's the idea. I don't want to become an expert to where I can draw harmonics on the fly. Thank God there is some machine that does it for me and presents it to me. So once I see a pattern complete, all I have to do is get corroborative evidence that, okay, this is tradable, and not just blindly jump in. And in this case, there were a couple other things that we leaned on. And let's focus on how to trade this. So we indeed said, okay, this might play out that way. And it did. So the software says, okay, I have a harmonic pattern, set your trade or get into a trade. We did that. If you did that, it gives you also targets. Target 1, this is where you would consider closing if it's big enough win, or trimming, or just use it as a reference and say, no, I think I'm going to hold on for target number 2. And if you did and you exited, then that was a much better, a longer leg. But it's an active trade, and Tesla pays quickly if you time it right. I probably would have been exiting between the two lines. As soon as we cross over target 1 in this environment where the bears are not there really, so you take your wins and you move on. But this played out fast. But this plays out on a very slow chart even better. So let's imagine this being Tesla a whole year worth of data, like every candle being 1 day. If you made that if you saw that same pattern, then you would have taken your time taking a bearish trade, and it would have played out over a week or 10 days. And the profits would have been much better. So with the use of harmonics, this one example of a bearish setup on a harmonic, you can improve your timing. You can reduce the guesswork just by using one extra tool. Yeah, it sounds expensive sometimes to spend money on tools, but some of them are worth the time you invest into learning them. That's the game changer. Don't throw your money away. Invest time into seeing how they work. If you're in the live room with us, that's what we do all day. We talk about it all day. Now, the blue thing is, so if you notice, this red thing is in the shape of a W. The top, which is point X, A, B, C, D. Well, when it's flipped upside down, it'll be the shape of an M, like these two triangles that one is fully colored green and one isn't. That is a pattern that is drawing itself. It's not finished yet. If it were finished, the right triangle would also be colored. Right now, it's still hollow. They're just dotted lines. So it's something to look forward to. Maybe it draws itself, maybe not. It hasn't decided yet. But this is where sometimes people trade. We call it hunting point D. I don't think we're supposed to do that because that's not part of the study. But it works today. It worked on the XLF, and I'll show you. So this one is saying maybe Tesla wants to come back down and come to that zone. So the least I can do is not hold calls for no reason. If I see this and it's like, okay, there's that possibility. So there's one decision made that doesn't necessarily make you money, but could stop you from making a bad decision of going long. And it gives you something to work with. Now, with harmonics, I mentioned X, A, B, C, D. Those are the elements of it. The starting point is called X. So X, the second one is A, B, C, and hunting point D in this case. Well, B is the belly button, if you remember that. Very important. Nuances, but this stuff you can pick up later. Today's goal is to show you how we use a tool actively for fast trades and slow trades alike. Let me see if I can switch over here to the XLF. Maybe we'll get lucky. It showed up in TradingView. It doesn't look like it's showing up here. The QQQ on the 10-minute, 5-minute, not showing up. Let me switch to 10 minutes. Anybody has a ticker that they saw? Where was my 10 minutes? I don't make Let's see here. Nope, no such luck. Okay, let me zoom out. Maybe we'll get a... Oh, maybe the SPX on the daily. How about a weekly? No. Jafar, you said ASML? Let's see, ASML. So the patterns that, I think there are 7 patterns in the harmonics. They have different names, like you've heard, crab. Those are just names of the particular shapes that some work better than others, and some are a little bit more complicated than others. You got to make sure to pick one that suits your speed. So this is ASML on a 5-minute chart. And you can see here a pattern. Check it out. The red one, you can see the right side of it. It looks like a W, like the other one on Tesla. This is also bearish. So when the pattern drew itself here, it said you might want to target the first green line, the second dotted green line, or the third. In this case, it gave us first, second, and almost third. And this is just a 5-minute chart, okay? However, in this instance, it also told you maybe it starts here, but be aware that there might be the start from a little bit a higher point. That is the alternate ending to this movie. So if I was watching this and I saw this play out like this, I would say, okay, I'm willing to take a short, but I need to be a little bit more certain. So I would look left and look for more information to tell me, okay, no, I'm comfortable starting here, so not to, jump the gun too fast without knowing. So the study is called Harmonics, and that's what we're focusing on today, just showing how it works and real life application. So you can see it's not always like bearish to all kinds of lows. It's just point 1, 2, and 3, and then you flip around and you do whatever you want. And in fact, often enough you have conflict of opinions. Like if you're looking at the same chart and you zoom out to a different time frame, you come out with something contradictory. Like this is a 10-minute chart. Okay, nothing there. Let's switch to the QQQ. Maybe we'll get lucky here. There we go. Check it out. So here are the Qs. Right here on top, you see the M shape. Okay. Also, it had an alternate ending. This was Tuesday. And once it came down to here, the software said, hey, we have something we've seen before. Let's see if we're going to retrace back. And they give you 3 targets, the 3 green lines, target 1, 2, and 3. And they give you other information, but that's a little bit more detailed. Maybe one day we'll do some sort of a class, more detailed class on it. But the thing to know is they're reliable as long as you apply them properly with good discipline. Once you take the trade, that's a whole new conversation. And then the trade played out. They didn't get to target 3. They reversed and fell apart. Well, guess what happened down here? We got another M with an alternate ending. And it said take target 1, 2, and 3. And guess what? We did all 3. And look where we're at, back between target 2 and 3. So here's another nuance of this. Here's another nuance. The nuance is that the byproduct of having that software open, now you suddenly are looking at important Fibonacci levels. So you've heard Fibonacci, you've heard this. They all work together. They're all similar. And most of them say the same thing. If there's only one truth, right, the price action, and the study is worth its weight, then they should say the same thing. So here, the green lines that you see on top and on the bottom, look how significant they are. Look at the rally here, how it died in between these two. Look at how support starts to come in with these. It's not a coincidence because the machines are looking at the same ratios, the same pivot points. So this is available on TradingView and several other platforms. Let me zoom back out and see. Give me a ticker. Let's go with, maybe the SPY has something on the 10 minutes. No. No. SPX, sometimes it shows because of the no overnights. No. RUT, the small caps. There we go. So here's a decision. This is something I shorted today. GDX Junior. Okay, I'll check it out. So here's a formation in process. It's not finished. So this is where somebody would say, maybe they're going to finish it. Maybe. You could look at it that way. But you can also see higher lows, lower highs coming into a pinch. Something big is about to happen. Either tomorrow we break out into 2300 or we indeed have a little dip. So we'll see. I shorted this today, so hopefully we're finishing the drawing down the bottom. I left room for error, but you don't want to start a trade bad. So this is a pattern in process of developing. It's not there yet. Let's try Apple, the old king of stocks. Okay, so here we have a pattern that's trying to draw itself. You see how X, A, point B, and C, and watch how point B, how important point B is. It's very important. So now let's see if tomorrow Apple can push up towards 233. If so, then think about it. I'll give you a minute. If it push up to here, what would I want to go? Short or long? I'll give you a second. Short, yes, short. You go short. Because if this draws itself up here, then it wants to retrace back. That's the trade. Once it draws itself, it wants to go short. Yes, good job, Don. It wants to retrace backwards along the lines of some Fibonacci ratios. So you will get these 2 or 3 lines, and you'll trade that. So again, these work on multiple time frames. Let's try the new king of stock, NVIDIA. Check it out. So here we go. NVIDIA went into the close, forming a potentially bullish harmonic. Why is it bullish? Because it drew an M. Looks like an M, and it may want to retrace back up. Now, I don't have evidence that it's going to do it, but if it does, I know the proper path it's going to take. For me, I would wait to see for a little bit more evidence, because it looks like if it jumps up to 139, it's going to face some resistance. Plus, it didn't quite fill the gap here, so it depends on the market tomorrow. This is a super bullish market, so I guess you can jump the gun. I like to wait for more evidence. All right, you guys have named a couple. GDX Junior, is that it? The junior miners? Let's go, Thinkorswim. Look at how long it's taking. Okay, there it is, but it didn't play out very well. So here's one. Perfect. Here's one that didn't play out well. Well, basically they tell you, hey, if it's above 50.3, get out. It's not going to work. So you would have stopped out before that large candle, which would have been good. So this one did not play out. Not all of them play out. You said ADP? And some software provide you with, in fact, this software can come with a scanner as well. So you can run a scanner on it. Whoa, look, one inside the other. So this is where you have to make a decision which one is going to play out. So I don't know if I would do either of those two. Oh yes, this is, hi Kelly, this is the last chance in November. There is a pattern on ESZ in 3 minutes for today. Whoa. What is an ESZ? Oh, I have a shortcut on ESZ. So anyway, I trust you. I type in ESZ, something else comes up. So I'll have to do ES space Z and then back into it. Let's see what comes up. 3 minutes, you said, huh? You see what I have to deal with on Thinkorswim? When you have a lot of windows open, look at how long this thing takes to pull up. That's why I don't change windows. I have like 65 of them open at the same time. Okay, this is not pulling up. Abort, abort, abort. Thanks a lot, Kelly. Thanks a lot. 5-minute butterfly? Okay, good Lord. Here's Google. This is a 5-minute. Where do you see the butterfly? Oh, okay. More power, Captain. She's gonna blow. So this is Google 5 minutes. It's not no butterfly here. I'll zoom back out to 15 minutes. There we go. All right. So these are longer. So I said they work longer term better, right? Look at the run you could have had if you bought the dip in Google back a couple of Wednesdays ago. So let's say, you're watching Google and it's range bound, pop, drop. Oh, I missed it. Pop, drop. Oh, I missed it. But thank God I did. Look at how low it went, right? That would be the conversation on Tuesday night, a couple of Tuesdays ago. And then you would say, Wednesday, you say, okay, now I'm ready to go green. And you had a piece of software that told you that is a possibility. And it gave you 3 targets. Target 1, that green line. Target 2, the green line above it. And target 3, which is way above here. And so they took 1 and 2, and then some, and then they fell. Guess what? It repeated itself. So now this pattern is now still valid, but we don't know if it's going to start from here to go to target 1 or higher, or come down a little bit lower. So the way Google finished today, I would be patient with this one. So I see this, I see the potential. It doesn't just pile in. Let's go, calls all the way. No, this is where we would talk it out, and we will probably come to a consensus of saying, okay, we are going to take a position to go long that doesn't require it to go long. So like selling a put or a put spread would be a way to do it. So I get engaged, but I don't have to be surgically accurate. This way, if it drops to 160, I can still win. And then I will lay into the call or the call spread or shares. So you have to know how to use these, not just blindly use them. So if you buy the software or you just blindly apply it, like it's a trade alert, I think you will be frustrated enough to where you say, the hell with it, this was a waste of money. Don't give up on it. Have a good environment in which you can thrive. So now that I've talked my head off after talking 9 hours a day, tell me, before we call it quits, give me your questions. I know a couple people asked some questions. Go ahead and this is your chance. Questions about this. I don't know much about life in general, but let's go. Open to questions. I know there's a little delay and it looks a little awkward, me standing here knowing nothing. Let's go. No questions. You guys are awesome. Sweet. Okay. So I see too many people that have not hit the like button. I feel disappointed in myself. I must have not done something right. The ratio is like 3-1. What? Can you please hit the like button in case you... How do you show harmonics in Thinkorswim? You have to pay for the software. It's not free. What does yellow dots tell you on the harmonics? On my screen, they're the confirmation. Like, okay, yes, let's go. How do you, let's see, does it give estimates of time frame it will pan out? No, it gives you extensions for which to come to. That's the beauty about it. So this is where you're smarts with how to take the trade. Like I said, in the Google. I said I wouldn't just buy calls. This is, yes, this is. So instead of buying calls, I would deploy my trade via a different method. Do we need Thinkorswim? For this version, yes, but if you have TradingView, they make it for TradingView as well. I don't have a discount on TradingView. On these people, I do have a discount. Come into the live room, I'll give you a code. If you're not part of the live room, you owe it to yourself to become a member of the live room. Go to simplestocks.com, simplestocks.com. Subscribe. It's month to month. You like it, you can stay. You don't like it, you can leave. If you're serious about trading, you'd be crazy not to try it out. I just leave it at that. I can't see. So let me see here. There we go, much better. 63. I'm happy with that. Only 7 people hated what they see. I'm good with that. Nick, you have a code for Harmonics? I do on the people that sell it for Thinkorswim. Come into the live room. I don't remember it by heart. How do you know it's finally found it? It fills itself with all the colors, Kelly. For example, the Google situation, when it's not done, it'll be dotted like this. So this one is done, but it says there might be an alternative ending to it. Can you use it on Interactive Broker? No. I don't know if he has one for it. But you can get a software. Thinkorswim is free to get. TradingView, it is available on TradingView. And it's also available on a couple of other platforms. I'm not really sure. I can vouch for this one and TradingView. They're both awesome. They're slightly different from each other, but they're both really, really good. I'm here to push you to push your knowledge forward. I'm not here to peddle his software. I get nothing from you buying this, by the way, okay? I'm here to push you to push yourself on the knowledge. So imagine if you had a magic element that you can use for the rest of your life to add to your charts. I'm not here to sell his software. He's a super nice guy and a very capable person, but I'm here to push you to challenge yourself. Harmonics comes up a lot in the live room, so I figured we'd do a special session on it. All right, so 2 things. Join the group if you're not part of the group, simplestocks.com, join the group. Second thing, which is probably more important, November 1st and 2nd, if you're anywhere near Buffalo or you can get your ass into Buffalo, I think we have 1 more spot. Maybe we can push it to 2. I want you to go and learn the stuff in person. I will do a deep dive on everything that is charts, and you'll walk away with freebies, thousands of dollars. I can't tell you what it is right now, but if you come, you will be. If you reach out and sign up, simplestocks.com, go to active events, click sign up. You won't regret it. Yes, you can buy it on. No, you don't buy it on TradingView. You have to reach out to his website, harmonictrader.com. All right, so we have 1 minute left. Any last minute questions? Thank you, Don. In Thinkorswim, you have to go to funwiththinkscript.com. Funwiththinkscript.com. Me too, Vishal. I can't wait to see you again. And I do have a discount code for that, 10%. If you want, come into the live room. I'll give it to you. There you go. This will if you buy it, if you go there and you buy it with my code, you save yourself the fee of the first month of the live room. If you're not part of the live room, you got yourself a free month basically that way. It's 10%. Does it draw other patterns? No, just harmonics, 7 of them. It's really awesome. Okay, folks, this is it. I think we've hit our time limit. Oh, yes, we did. I'm going to wrap it up and say thank you so much for giving us the time. We're blessed and lucky to have this group of traders. And let's see how I end this. Okay, end the broadcast here. I'm gonna cut it out rudely in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll see you tomorrow on the live.